This is your announcer, Neil Patrick Harris. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season of Coaster Radio. Here are your hosts, my close personal friends, Mike Collins and EB.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the original theme park podcast. You are listening to Coaster Radio. My name is Mike. I am here with my friend EB. We are ready to talk theme parks and thrill rides.
That's right, Mike, and this is one of the best episodes of Coaster Radio of the season because it is round 4 of The Ultimate, our season 20, season-long game show. This is so much fun.
Yes, we have been playing the game in different rounds throughout the season, and would you say, EB, it's probably our most difficult game show that we've ever come up with? I mean,
I think we love complicated things on the show, and I think you love the challenge of doing something complicated. The Ultimate, I think, is the most complicated because not only do we use legitimate, real gaming software that's interactive. There's 100 seats in the room that we have listeners standing by right now to play this thing live in the second half of the show. But then we have a full suite of graphics that goes along with it. We have a complete sound effects library that's going to be employed to make this a wonderful experience for everybody to listen to. You can watch it on our YouTube feed. Then pile on top of all of that game showiness, there's 5 rounds that are going to qualify 5 listeners for the 6th and final Ultimate, The Ultimate, at the end of this year.
Oh, yeah. And you have to know trivia about theme parks and amusement parks and roller coasters, but you also have to know trivia about this podcast. So it's really interesting, the people who have won so far. Tom from Louisville winning round 1, Dale from Dayton winning round 2, Ryan from Vegas winning round 3. Who will win round 4? We will find out tonight here at The Ultimate.
Yeah, so not only is it just a complicated show for us, it's a complicated show for you because it is not easy. This is not, a simple, like, do a Photoshop and whichever one makes us laugh or, guess the sound effect or guess the roller coaster sound. No, this is a complicated trivia show. It's so much fun. If you haven't listened to the other ones, go back. This season, we've already done 3 rounds of qualifiers for The Ultimate. This is round 4 tonight. If you missed this one, then you can get the next one. It's going to be coming up in a couple of months. You got to be on our email list. Go to coasterradio.com, sign up for the email list. Follow us on all of our socials at Coaster Radio to find out about the next round. But Mike, that's all in the second half of the show. Let's do the first half of the show, starting with our first drop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this has been the year of us losing some rides that were at one point beloved. I think in this case, we're losing an entire style of ride. It's the last one of its kind. And I'm talking about the Vekoma Flying Dutchman roller coaster, man. There was only one left. It was at Six Flags America. And even though Six Flags America still holding on, still got a few more weeks to go, Batwing, the last of the Vekoma Flying Dutchmans, is no more. They are not operating it anymore. It's closed for good. That's the end of the Flying Dutchman, ZB.
That was just like a really, really nice eulogy for somebody nobody liked right there. That was very, very kind of you. Yeah. That was really, really nice of you. But nobody's going to miss this. Nobody's going to miss this.
You don't think? Was there anything good about those? Anything?
What was good about it was when you went to the park with a friend who had never been to the park before, you got to say, come on, we got to ride this. It's stupid.
Yeah. It's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah.
And then, it would be stupid. This is a bad ride. I'm sorry. I do not shed a tear for this at all. I remember riding Batwing. I remember riding X-Flight. And then I remember riding Firehawk. I've ridden these. Stealth. This is the Lie to Fly flying roller coaster. That's what makes this so bad, is they built this thing as a flying roller coaster. I don't know, but I would wager that if you looked at the layout, you spend 2/3 of your time on your back.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And I think every single park designed it so that you maximized the amount of time your face was pointed at the sun.
Yeah.
And on sunny days, the hottest days, they left you on the brake run.
Oh,
literally flat on your back cooking.
Yeah. That happened to you and me.
Awful roller coasters, and I will not miss them whatsoever. No.
Yeah. At Carowinds, man, that happened to you and me. We're on that brake run, just looking up at the hot sun for I don't know how long we were there. Yeah.
Nope.
Do you remember was the Borg Assimilator a Vekoma Flying Dutchman? Was it the same one at Carowinds? Where was the Borg Assimilator?
Yeah. That was stealth, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But I remember that it flew around a Borg cube. Like that was kind of weird. Like that was back in the Paramount days, I guess. But that's the only one that I remember that was like highly themed.
Yes,
because even Batwing at Six Flags America didn't have that much of a theming. It was just kind of out there in the field.
No,
but
no. Even the what's the Valair's flying coasters?
Oh, yeah.
I would rather ride a Valair flying coaster than I would ride a Flying Dutchman. And even the Valairs are like, okay, guys, we got to go ride this. It's so stupid.
It's stupid.
It's also stupid. The only good one, I mean, and good by comparison, are the B&Ms. Yeah. But even then, they're not great.
Well, Tatsu at Magic Mountain was pretty awesome.
Yes, but even then, would you rather ride Tatsu or any of the roller coasters in the top 25 Golden Ticket Awards?
No, I would definitely look at the other
like ones. I don't see Tatsu on the top 50 Golden Ticket winners for best steel. I mean, I get it. It's the greatest, best, most perfect installation of a flying coaster, but that's like, this is the most delicious turd I've ever eaten.
Yeah. I gotta say though, Tatsu at Magic Mountain, I rode that with Brian Wackler and his wife Julie in I think it was 11 o'clock at night.
It was dark. I rode it in the night too. It's so fun.
Yes, it was awesome. That thing was awesome at night on top of that mountain flying around. That was pretty great. But yeah, the Vekoma Flying Dutchman's never lived up to anything close to that. I think you're right, EB. This is not. I don't see anybody crying. I don't see anybody making videos or holding vigils for the Flying Dutchman. So I think we just say good night and thank you for beating us up and leaving us on the brake run to cook in the sun.
Now, I have not ridden any of the second generation or third generation of Vekoma Flying coasters, right? Like Fly, right? Or the kid. Mm-hmm. Don't they have a kitty flying coaster now too?
Yeah.
But I have not ridden any of those. But yeah, I would say Tatsu is great.
Yeah.
But
end of an era, man. End of an
era. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I remember. This shows you how old that Batwing is. I was working for a TV station, the same one you and I met at. This is when we were doing the Open.TV show. The dude who won Survivor, Colby, who won the first Survivor, was at Batwing's opening day, and we went and interviewed him and talked about the roller coaster for that TV show. That's how old. That was 1999, I think. That's
Season
how old
2 of Survivor or whatever.
Yeah. That Colby dude was there, and that was the biggest celebrity at the time. And who the hell knows where he is? He's the guy. He's the dude who passed out and fell into the fire. I don't know if you remember that. That was the thing. Yeah, in Survivor when Survivor was a big deal. So yeah, but I remember that being there at Batwing. Yeah.
All right, let's get to some real news that people care about. Mike, quick hits.
Quick hits.
Yeah, this is a real quick hit. I mean, not anything to talk about, but of course, Universal is building a theme park in the United Kingdom, and they filed a trademark for what is the possible name of this resort. And so we finally know what it is, EB.
Universal United Kingdom Resort?
Yeah, that's what they filed the trademark for. Yeah.
Okay.
So, people laughing, saying they could not resist having the name Kingdom in the resort because they of course they can't have Kingdom in the United States because of Magic Kingdom and stuff, but Universal United Kingdom Resort. There it is.
I don't like it.
I would have thought it would have been something different, and maybe it won't be that. Maybe that's not the official name.
It's just too mouthy for Universal UK Resort. That kind of rolls a little bit better, I feel like.
Maybe
that's
all
what
their
people
other
will call
names, all their other names are Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe, Volcano Bay. This doesn't have that same roll off the tongue as those do. Even Universal Studios Florida is kind of iconic, but Universal United Kingdom Resort isn't doing it for me yet. Maybe one day it will. Maybe we'll just it'll become one of those things that. Of course it's that, but yeah, just right now you're oh, isn't there something else you could call it?
Maybe
I don't know.
It'll get a nickname Ooh Kerr.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll come up with something.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they'll come up with something better. It can't be that.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll have a subtitle. I hate subtitles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the colon.
Universal United Kingdom Resort : the Kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. We talk about B&M dive coasters. It seems like every park has one. I think you and I even talked about, like, at some point, when are those just going to stop being made? I guess it's not anytime soon, because Six Flags Over Texas is making an announcement soon about their rumored B&M dive coaster for 2026. And supposedly it's going to be record breaking, but we're going to find out about that on September 25th.
What record would it break that would make you care?
Height. I think I'd be interested in height. And I don't know hang on, I'm going to look up right now the tallest
dive coaster.
Dive coaster. What is the tallest one right now?
If you had the tallest dive, which would just make you upset that you got in the second row instead of the first, even more. Because hanging over the edge. This is, we said this when dive coasters were first kind of a thing. This is a gimmick coaster. It parks you at the top, and you get to look straight down. That's the gimmick. So tallest would do it for me. Yeah. I think that. So I think any other stat I don't care about.
Yeah, right now Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland is the tallest in the world, a 240 plus foot drop.
That's an intimidating drop. Having ridden that roller coaster, absolutely it is.
It's also the longest and fastest too. So it's a drop of 245 feet. So if Six Flags Over Texas shows up and says we're going to do a 300-foot one, then they'll get my attention. That will definitely get my attention.
300 feet would get everybody's attention.
Yes. Right?
Do you think that's possible? Do you think they would do it? Do you think they would do a 300-foot tall dive coaster? That's a lot of steel.
That's a lot of steel. But man,
because that track is beefy.
Yeah, that is beefy, and the trains are beefy. That'd be pretty cool, though, right?
Sure would.
With that the hang at the top of looking down 300 feet.
All right, now
it's intimidating on Griffin, which is like 205 feet. That's intimidating, but like to do 300, they could do it. I'm sure it's possible. It's got to be possible. Yeah, interesting. All right, so we'll see. September 25th. So we'll be talking about that in just a couple of weeks. Do you remember a while ago, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, actually all the SeaWorld parks put out surveys about possible attractions that could be coming to the parks in the next few years?
Yes. Remind me.
Yeah. So they had a bunch of different things. And I know at Busch Gardens, they talked about new roller coasters. They talked about re-themes of the existing roller coasters. At one point, they talked about a car ride, bring back the Le Mans car ride and stuff. But the guys over at parksfans.net, they always do a lot of good work and BGW Fans does this too, of finding trademarks and finding paperwork and stuff. They supposedly found a trademark for Verbolten Forbidden Turn as a new name. For Verbolten, or maybe a re-theme that it's going to get or something. But that name has been trademarked.
Verbolten. Is Verbolten forbidden? Is it forbidden?
I was going to get into that because Verbolten is forbidden in German. So if you translate it, it would be forbidden, forbidden turn.
This is why I don't want a colon. It's bad.
Right.
We don't need a subtitle. So so they've trademarked Verbolten Forbidden Turn or Forbidden Turn.
Yeah, forbidden.
But there is a roller coaster called Verbolten.
Yes.
So what you're saying is this another attraction? They wouldn't do that.
No,
is this a re-theme of the original Verbolten, which is, remind me, I'm in Germany at a funny rental car company.
Exactly. Yeah, that's.
And
what
then
it
I go
is,
into one of several different scenes, and I have a drop track.
Yeah, because you go into the Forbidden Forest with your rental car, and all hell breaks loose, and there are ghosts in there, and
or wolves, or trees,
or wolves. Yeah, just depending on what you encounter.
And then the drop track. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then the big bad wolf traditional drop at the end of the ride. But so now they're talking about, I guess, this being the new name for the ride, maybe a re-theme. But I was reading on the parkfans.net, and they were all saying, well, forbidden turn doesn't make much sense. What if you had something else? And people were coming up with other ideas. And one of them I really liked, and it made me think of like all the things you could do with it. But the one I liked was Verbolten Dark Detour. And that to me sounded cool. But like I would like that. There's something interesting about that.
I don't understand how that's a re-theme and isn't just more words for the same ride, because Forbidden Turn or Dark Turn or whatever you want to call it, it's still I'm in a vehicle going into the scary space.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what the ride is right now. That would be like calling Mystic Timbers Scary Woodshed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's still going in the shed. Yeah. So that's what's so interesting about this news item to me, because like, what are they planning to do that's so drastically different than what they're currently doing? And why do a retheme when all you'd have to do is just spend a little extra money to have all the effects work?
Well, and it's not a retheme at all. If it's a scary ride, that's what it is now. A retheme would be calling it Verbolten Happy Pony Palace.
Yes, right. Yeah, where you go in and it's rainbows and sparkles and stuff. Yeah, sure. That would be a. So I'm interested in this though. I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm
not either. I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it, but it makes me wonder what they're thinking or what the plan is. So it's fascinating to me.
Do we feel like this has to be a retheme of the ride? Could it not be something else? Could it not be, why can't I have a fun restaurant at the exit of the ride? And the restaurant's called Verbolten Forbidden Turn.
Maybe everybody's thinking it's something to do with the roller coaster, but has nothing to do with it. Absolutely.
Or they're doing some sort of like lights on tour, and the lights on tour is called Verbolten Forbidden Turn.
Yeah.
It could be just something related to the coaster.
They could be renaming the bumper cars that are right next door. There you go. It's right next there. They could be anything. So I don't know, but I like it when something like this happens. Yeah. Hey, here's Verbolten. I ever bumped into you. I liked it.
Oh, you bumped into me.
Yeah.
I'll send you to the forest.
There you go. So I was at the park up the road, Kings Dominion, right up the road from Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And I was there with my kids a couple of weeks ago. And I thought to myself, is this the last time I will see the Peanuts at this park? When I come here next, will all the Peanuts theming be gone? Because rumor had it that Six Flags was not going to extend the licensing agreement for Peanuts.
Every time I see the Peanuts, I think, is this the last time I'll see the Peanuts? Because it's an IP that should go away. I'm sorry. This is a hot take from EB that I get so much pushback on by some of the listeners, but nobody cares about the Peanuts. And then somebody comes out of the woodwork. My kids love Schroeder.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Pigpen. Yeah, Pigpen's another one. Yeah.
Come on.
Pigpen is not a good role model. I mean, he's dirty, and a cloud of dust follows him around. I don't want my kids being like that. So
how dare you?
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to be a 1950s Caillou either, Charlie Brown.
There you go. So anyway, news today, as we are recording the podcast, that Six Flags and Peanuts have extended the licensing agreement to 2030. So at least 5 more years of the Peanuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Is this going to put Peanuts into more parks?
Good question. Would Peanuts go into some of the legacy Six Flags parks?
Will the Looney Tunes go away in favor of Peanuts in some parks?
Oh, that's a good question.
That would be interesting.
Am I wrong for not wanting the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes characters coming to Kings Dominion? I mean, that's the park I grew up with.
No, because I'm sorry, but my kids don't know who Bugs Bunny is either.
Yeah.
And I'm not, my kids aren't 6. They're teenagers.
You're right.
Like,
right. Yeah.
These are not good IP at all. If you're trying to attract a teenager crowd or any Gen Z crowd, they don't care about Porky Pig.
Right. Yeah.
Seriously. What are we doing? This doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't know why they don't license Cartoon Network. What are you waiting for? Or some funny, goofy TikTok people. I don't know. Yeah. Mr. Beast Kids area. That would be amazing. That's what the kids want. That's what the kids want.
Yeah. I'm just, I mean, the fact that the Peanuts, like the Halloween special, the Christmas special, are all on Apple TV now, and they're not a paywall.
It's not a thing.
Yeah. It waters down the brand even more, like hides the brand. It doesn't even water it down. It hides it from kids who might find it. You know, I have to kind of force my kids to sit and watch it every year.
And you have to seek it out actively.
Seek it out, yeah. Or, you know, and I think, didn't last year they give in and just say, oh, we'll give it to everybody for free for 1 week? Like those shows, but come on, guys.
No,
this is it used to be on like broadcast TV at least every year. It was a event, you know, and it's not that way anymore. So,
yep.
Well. So that is it.
I do like I do like this. But anyway, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, Mike, but quick interview with the teacher from the Peanuts. You're trying to do a character here. I threw it in. That's a trumpet, right? With a mute with a mute on it is the teacher's voice. I mean, we could do it with our mouths, but I feel like we would need to get somebody who knows how to play the trumpet and has the mute. Or is it a trombone? And wop 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 wop.
Yeah, I knew you could do it. So,
let's go ahead. Let's try it. Go ahead.
We'll do it.
Can you give me some jazz music?
Yeah. Give me some
light jazz. Here, go ahead. Give me some piano.
There we go. Now it's moving. And so I was just going to ask the teacher from the Peanuts, hey, are you excited that Six Flags has extended the licensing agreement 5 more years?
Wop 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 wop.
Yeah, but I was a little concerned that, the Looney Tunes characters might be a little bit better. Like, I don't know, maybe like Bugs Bunny is a little bit stronger than Charlie Brown.
Wop 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 wop.
I mean, now ask Snoopy what Snoopy thinks.
Oh, but Snoopy is just walking. Snoopy, are you excited for this licensing extension?
I don't do a good Snoopy.
There we go. See, we're workshopping live on the air.
No,
I like this.
No, that's bad. All right, let's get out of this. Let's do our game show, Mike.
Yes. When we come back, it's time for round 4 of the Ultimate. We'll be right back.
This is Coaster Radio. Welcome back to the 20th anniversary season of Coaster Radio. Here are your hosts, Mike Collins and EB.
Welcome back, everybody, to the original theme park podcast. You are listening to Coaster Radio. My name is Mike. I am here with my friend EB, having a fun time talking theme parks and thrill rides. But now, man, it's time to move on to one of the favorite things that we do here at Coaster Radio. That's when we get to play game shows with our live audience.
Yeah, this is one of the most fun times that we have. I think it's much more fun for everybody except you, Mike, because it takes a lot of effort on your part to make it sound so game showy, but everybody appreciates it so very much. Mike, it is time for round 4 of the Ultimate.
Do you have what it takes to be the Ultimate?
Indeed. This is our special game show for the 20th anniversary of Coaster Radio. And we've played a ton of game shows here over our time. Theme Park Smarts, Who Wants to Be a Coaster Boy?
Soundwave.
Yeah,
sure.
So many different ones. But those were just like one-off contests. This is a contest where we are playing 5 rounds throughout Season 20. And we are getting a winner for each round. And then when we get to the end of Season 20 in December, all 5 of those finalists will go head to head to determine not only who is the ultimate theme park fan, but also who is the ultimate fan of this podcast. That's why we call it the Ultimate.
The Ultimate, the 20th anniversary episode or season of Coaster Radio needs a game like the Ultimate to celebrate not only, Mike, like you said, theme parks, roller coasters, but this podcast. All bets are off. Any of those 3 categories could be in the questions that are coming right now for the Ultimate round 4. You got to know theme parks, you got to know roller coasters, you got to know 20 years of Coaster Radio. And it's a complicated game. It's trivia. It's real time. We have actual graphics. People are at game.coasterradio.com live right now. There's a seating capacity of 100 that can compete head to head 100 times. And you actually get to click the answers as they come through as Mike reads the questions. But timing is important because the points shrink the longer you wait to answer the question. This is to stop people from asking their smart devices or looking up the answers.
Yep.
The last 2 questions we actually have to slide the different answers into chronological or in whatever order is required for. It's a complicated game. Everybody hang on tight. It's a lot of fun. If you're missing out on this round 4, one more round left. Round 5 will be here in just a couple of months, and then the grand finale, all 5 come back together to play the final of the Ultimate in December at the end of the 20th season of Coaster Radio.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into this game, and one of the interesting things is that earlier today, we sent a message to everyone who is on the Coaster Radio email list with a clue to one of tonight's questions. So you've got to follow us on social media. You've got to be on our email list because that's where you get all of these extra things that could help you become the ultimate. So we'll talk about that when we get to that question. But one other thing to mention, the questions get harder as we go, but the points also get higher as we go.
Yes.
So,
what are we doing, 10 or 20? How many do we do, 10?
10 questions. And remember, those last 2 questions that you talked about where you slide the answers around, those last 2 questions is where you wager points.
Oh, that's right.
So,
you earn all of the points. The points get higher as the questions get more difficult, and then you bet and gamble your points. There's so much strategy. It's so I love a complicated game. This is not Candyland. This is like Settlers of Catan combined with whatever another complicated game is.
I love it.
Game fans right now are laughing because I said Settlers of Catan is complicated. Okay, let's say it's like Wingspan. How's that? Is that better?
Yes, there you go. There you go. That's so complicated, I don't even know what that game is. But all right, EB, the audience is ready. You and I are ready.
Yeah.
Let's start round 4 of the ultimate.
Do you have what it takes to be the ultimate?
All right, EB, question number 1. Which U.S. park debuted the very first B&M inverted roller coaster?
I know this one.
Was it A, Six Flags Great Adventure, B, Six Flags Over Texas, C, Six Flags Great America, or D, Six Flags Magic Mountain?
And for the people who are playing the game right now, the points start at 100, but as soon as Mike read the question, the point value started to shrink. So you have to be fast to answer this question. I answered pretty quick, and I'm potentially going to get 91 points if I get this right, and I think I am going to get it right, Mike. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, let's see. Time is up. Now, here's what's interesting. If you were watching this on YouTube, you see all of the fancy game show graphics go by, including the ability to see what people voted. We can see how the audience voted. So let's check out that right now.
Yep.
56% saying C, Six Flags Great America. And of course, that is the correct answer.
Yeah.
And so this is what's fun right now. We can actually see throughout the game who has the most points, who is on the rankings leaderboard. Let's check that out right now. In first place, Evan with 94 points. In second place, Coaster 101 Andrew at 93 points. And then in third place, somebody we heard on the show a couple of weeks ago, didn't know their name, Coaster Shmemi at 92 points.
And I'm right behind with 91, Mike. So this first one, of course, it was just about speed, and so they were just slightly faster than I was, and I'm ranked number 4th right here. But this is so much fun, and yeah, if you have not watched Coaster Radio on YouTube, if you've only been listening as an audio podcast, starting at the beginning of season 20. The show is a video podcast now, and this is one of the most fun episodes to listen to and watch at the same time on YouTube because, like Mike was saying, there are impressive, really good-looking video graphics for this entire game show. Are we ready to move on to question number 2? I wanted to say the prizes, Mike. There is a prize for each round. Okay. And I am doing for prizes a pair of tote bags, a small tote bag from Glenwood Caverns and a Coaster Radio tote bag. These are about lunch bag sized to carry your lunch in. And then inside this tote bag, yes, Mike, it is from the year 2003 Extreme Roller Coasters on DVD.
Oh my God. That's old school.
Featuring the highest, fastest, newest, and most exciting cutting-edge roller coasters on the planet. This is an exciting adventure into Coaster Mania Extreme Roller Coasters with roller coasters like Stealth, Goliath, California Screamin', and X.
Nice.
2-hour runtime.
I love it.
So
I
that's
think
your
I might
prize.
even own that DVD actually. So
no doubt.
Yeah, so
no doubt.
And that is actually just like kind of the round 4 prize. When you get to the final round, it's gigantic prizes coming your way. So this is very, very exciting. And we are only 1/10 of the way there.
Let's go.
Here on round 4 of the ultimate. Let's go. Question number 2. What was the first backyard roller coaster featured on Coaster Radio? Was it A, the Blue Flash, B, Oklahoma Land Run, C, Minotaur, or D, Treehouse Coaster?
I think I got this one wrong. Dang it.
You got to go all the way back to season 1. I think in like maybe the first 10 episodes, we had somebody on with their backyard roller coaster.
Yeah,
gotta remember what it was. And this is where you got to be a fan of the podcast and a fan of roller coasters.
And I'm worried about being fast, right? And so I tapped too soon, and I think I got this one wrong. I said Blue Flash. What is it, Mike?
All right, let's see what the audience says here. Audience says 81% with you, EB.
I think 81% are wrong with me.
Yeah, because the correct answer is actually Oklahoma Land Run.
Yes, it was. Yes. The wooden coaster.
Yeah. So 11% of the audience there saying that. So let's see how that changed the rankings. Matt C. moving into first place with 149 points, followed by Todd at 131, and Evan sliding down to 94 points.
Wow. Only a handful of people got that one right. I love it. Everybody got it wrong. Everybody was thinking Indiana, and everybody was remembering how much I love to talk about the Blue Flash, and I rode the Blue Flash, and Blue 2 for that matter. But I got it wrong along with everybody else. I dropped in the rankings too. But Matt C. and Todd H., they've moved up. They're top 1 and 2 now.
There you go. Go back and look on YouTube. Look up Oklahoma Land Run.
That's a wild wooden roller coaster.
Awesome. Yeah. So great. I mean, we were talking about, roller coasters, backyard roller coasters with Sean, but that was one of the originators back there. So, all right. The game is moving on. Let's go to number 3. Question number 3.
Worth 250 points.
Yes, that's right. What is the oldest operating amusement park in the world dating back to 1583? Is it A, Tivoli Gardens, B, Bakken, C, Gronelund, or D, Prater?
Now, this is the question that you dropped a hint about in the email. So if you went to coasterradio.com and signed up for our email list, you got the clue. And Mike, I'm glad I got the email because I would have gotten this one wrong.
Yes.
Because I saw this question and I was like, oh, I know what that is. And there's times running out right there. I thought for sure it was Tivoli Gardens.
Exactly. That's what I would have thought it was too. Yeah, let's see what the audience said. I'm so glad that
you gave me the hint.
Oh, look at that, EB. 68% saying Bakken. I think they were all on the message because, yes, 68% is correct. Bakken is the answer, dating back to 1583.
Yeah, Tivoli Gardens was only amazing. Like 18-something.
Yeah. So that's an old park. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like now. Coaster 101 Andrew moving into first place with 333 points. John Brown right there behind him at 329. And Mr. Six. I'm glad to see him here. 320 points.
Oh, boy. But I'm still up there. I want Andrew to win. I'm kind of rooting for Andrew. I see some names here I recognize.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
this. I like seeing the longtime listeners moving on the leaderboard here. Cool.
Yeah, this is great. All right, so let's move on to question number 4. Which of the parks mentioned in the previous question did Mike Collins actually visit? Was it A, Tivoli Gardens, B, Bakken, C, Gronelund, or D, Prater?
Now, this is another 250-point question. I feel like I got this one pretty quick, but when you first started reading this question, I was like, wait a minute, he's been to more than one of these. And I was can I pick 2? And it's no, I know for sure one.
Only one.
I thought there was another one on here, but anyway, time's up.
No,
what is it?
It was actually a park that we did a live podcast from. So let's see what the audience here, a split a little bit, 54% saying Prater, 35% saying Tivoli Gardens. And the actual answer that we did do a podcast from back in the day was D, Wiener Prater in Vienna, Austria, and 54% of the audience getting that right today, EB. That's great.
I remember the swings. You rode the swings.
Yes, that's right. And I remember riding one of the very first water rides that had the vertical lift. That was there. And this famous Ferris wheel. They had so many great things there and some weird dark rides. It's a great show. And by the way, the most watched YouTube video on the Coaster Radio channel, the one that was produced at Wiener Prater.
All right, how about that?
Still getting hits to this day, which is shocking. So it's still getting thousands of hits a day or a week. It's pretty amazing. So
that's great. I got a lot of points.
Yeah. Let's see what the audience did here. Coaster 101 Andrew staying in first place at 557. Skadizzle in second place at 554.
Right behind.
And look at you, EB, right there in it at 550 points in third place.
This is great. All right, I'm having a good time. I see John on there. I see Matt. I see Mike T. I see Cincinnati John. All right, we got some competitors coming up here. People are getting the answers right. Is the next question? What's the point value on the next question?
Let's see. I can look here real quick, EB. Let me see if I can.
We had two 250s in a row. I think it goes up again, doesn't it?
Yes, we're at 500 points for the next one. We're at 500
gosh.
for the next one.
All right, let's do this. Question number 5.
Here we go. Which amusement park is credited with opening the very first permanent dark ride, which was called A Trip to the Moon, way back in 1901? Was it A, Luna Park, B, Tivoli Gardens, C, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, or D, Dreamland?
Dang it. Did I get this one wrong too? I might have clicked too fast. I might have clicked too soon.
This is a little bit of a tough one, but I don't know. Like in this one, I don't even know if I would have gotten this one right, because I would think it would be one, but it kind of surprised me with the real
500 points on the line. I think I got tricked up, Mike, because there's 2 Coney Islands on here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's true. That might throw you off. Let's see what the audience said here. This is what I thought. It would be split across all the answers. 38% saying Luna Park, 38% saying Blackpool Pleasure Beach, 11 and 14% saying the other ones. Let's go ahead and see the correct answer. It was A, Luna Park. Was the home of A Trip to the Moon back in 1901.
I saw Coney Island at the bottom, and I just tapped it without looking to see there was another Coney Island. This is going to be bad for me.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Skadizzle. Back up in first place at 1,021 points. Yep. Coaster 101 Andrew at 997. And D from D playing for fun at 967. That's Dale from Dayton, who's already in the finals. He's up there in third, so we'll see.
I dropped out of the top 10.
Yeah. All right. That's all right.
Wrong. All right.
That was a hard one. But here's what's important. You have to keep your points going up, because in those last 2 questions, 9 and 10, you can wager. So very interesting stuff happening there. All right. What do you say we move on with the ultimate? Here's question number 6. The character of Tibor was inspired by what quirky director? Was it A, Werner Herzog, B, Paul Verhoeven, C, Milos Forman, or D, Gore Verbinski?
I love this one.
You like this question? That's a good question. Yeah. Now, EB has talked about this on the show before, who the inspiration was. Actually, Neil Patrick Harris talked about it on the show, about the inspiration for Tibor. So that might help you a little bit. But it's definitely, when I hear EB do the Tibor and I hear this director speak, it makes me smile, because it's the same voice.
Big higher point value again, Mike. 750 points on the line. The timer has ticked away. What's the answer?
Yeah. Don't you think, EB, you have to know the show? Like, if you know the answer to this, you know the show. Let's see what people said here. 51% saying B, Paul Verhoeven.
I thought
the next most popular answer was Werner Herzog. And the correct answer, of course, is yes, B, Paul Verhoeven. There it is.
I thought it was Woody Allen.
Oh, no. Can you give us a little bit?
Mike, the coasters.
It could have been. I should have put that as one of the things. Can you favor us with a little Tibor real quick? Just so
okay, Mike, you have to click the answers quickly, because the points, they're going down.
You know what was so funny? I remember being on the set of How I Met Your Mother with all of us and NPH, and we started talking about Paul Verhoeven, and then he started reenacting what he did on the set of Starship Troopers in that voice. Like, he was doing the same Tibor voice.
He's doing the Tibor voice. He says, the bugs are going to get you. Get away from the bugs, Neil.
So good. All right, let's go ahead and see what the rankings are here.
All right, I'm back at it.
Yeah, Skadizzle is, up there in command, 1705. Matt, the archivist, for the first time moving into the top 3 at 1509, and Chris M at 1470. Where are you, EB? Are you
Sixth.
top 5? Oh,
I'm
6? Okay.
I'm coming up. I'm right above the backwards Batman.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Who's in 7th place. But the point spread's getting big. I mean, at the beginning, everybody was kind of getting really tight in there. But now, we've got a big point spread here across the top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, questions 7 and 8 are coming up. That is where we have 750 points each.
Yes.
So people can start making up right now. This is where the game can change. So let's go ahead and see what happens with the next question of the ultimate. All right, question number 7. Which of these rides is not a former roller coaster at Cedar Point? Is it A, Broadway Trip, B, Cyclone, C, High Frolics, or D, Zephyr Chase?
I don't like this question because I don't know the answer. I have no idea.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. 3 of these were roller coasters in the 20s. Which I had no idea.
A park that old, and it was like some sort of wooden wild mouse that lasted for a year before it caught on fire.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So who knows?
Exactly.
And all right, there goes the timer. It's out, Mike. My logic looking at this, High Frolics is a stupid name for a roller coaster that probably existed in 1919 and burned down after a year.
Yep.
So I didn't pick that. Zephyr Chase, that sounds definitely like something they would have. Every park had a Cyclone, so I can only assume that Cedar Point had a Cyclone. Broadway Trip? Would they have a Broadway Trip? I don't know. That sounds made up.
Yeah.
That sounds made up. That's what I picked. I picked Broadway Trip.
You want to see what the audience said?
I do.
Let's see.
I do.
Let's see what the audience said here. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of all the way. A lot of people agreed with you. 41% saying Broadway Trip. 27% saying Zephyr Chase. 24% saying High Frolics.
Cyclone. I think every park had a Cyclone, and that would be amazing if in all of Cedar Point's history they never had a Cyclone.
Yeah, that was the answer. Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. Let's see. The answer was D, Zephyr Chase. Yeah. So they did have a Broadway Trip. They had a Cyclone. They had a High Frolics.
Trip. I'm going to look that up right now.
Yeah. Interesting, right? So yeah, let's see what that does to the leaderboard. Danny F., somebody we haven't heard from before, moving into first place with 1,700 points. John Stacy right behind him in second place, and Skadizzle right there also at 1,700. So, everybody just separated by just 10, 20, 30 points here at the top.
It operated for 1 year in 1964.
There you go. Yep, I know. Yeah.
Jerk.
Where did that drop you, man? I don't see you in the top 10. Are you in the top 15? You in the top 20? Let's see here.
I'm 14th place.
All right, there you go. Yeah. All right, but you still have like 1,259 points.
Yeah, but the leaders have over 1,700. We got 2 more questions left before the gambling starts, right?
All right.
Or one more.
Yeah, that's right.
Question 8 is the last
one.
one.
One more before we start gambling.
Is this worth 1,000 or is this 750?
This is still 750. So
okay,
750.
This is the big one. Everybody get it wrong except me. Thank you.
And it's a Coaster Radio question, so I
good.
I feel good for you here. So let's see. Let's see what happens here on the Ultimate. All right, question number 8. What song did Mike sing on stage at the American Idol experience at Disney's Hollywood Studios? Was it A, You'll Be in My Heart, B, Unchained Melody, C, Sway, or D, Bohemian Rhapsody? Do you remember this?
I got a 50-50 on this one, I feel like.
Yeah. I know these all sound like songs I might have sung.
And I waited for a bit before I clicked, so I'm not getting too many points.
Yeah.
Now, Bohemian Rhapsody, I sang that with my friends at karaoke and we won.
Oh, there you go. All right, good.
Tap that.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see what the audience said here. Let's see what the 44% saying
they know.
Sway.
I think they know.
28% saying Bohemian Rhapsody. 25% saying Unchained Melody. The correct answer was Sway.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. See, is that what you said, EB? That's what you
Yes, I
did.
did.
Let's see what happened to you here with the rankings. Danny up with 2238, Skadizzle at 2153, and Matt the Archivist at 1983.
Everybody had to think about it, though. There were no fast fingers on that one. I see the points that were earned on this are not the full points. So, but yeah, this is great. So now we're going into the gambling rounds. You have to bet so many points that you're going to get the question right. Now, there's 2 things to keep in mind here, everyone. First, you have to think about going into the final question, question 10.
Right.
You probably don't want to bet at all because then you have nothing to bet for the last question. Second thing, be prepared. You have to put things in a ranked order. So you will have to slide with your finger each of the responses into the correct order. So just be prepared for that new way of answering a question because we don't want anybody complaining that they didn't know how to play the game.
That's right.
All right.
Now, question number 9 is going to be a theme park / amusement park question. Question number 10 is a podcast question. So think about that as well. But we help you out here a little bit because as we get into these questions, we give you the topic of the question.
To
So
bet
you'll have
on.
30 seconds to decide how much you want to wager based on the topic. So if you think like, oh, that's a topic I know, you might want to wager more. If you feel like you might not know it very well, you might want to wager less, right?
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
know. Are you ready, B? This is where things get tough.
Yeah.
Here at the Ultimate. Yeah.
All right, I know what I'm gonna. I feel like I know what I'm gonna bet. I'm looking at everybody else's scores here on the leaderboard, and again, you should be watching this podcast on YouTube to be following along. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm ready.
This is where somebody at the bottom of the list could easily find themselves catapulting to the top.
And no partial credit on this putting things in ranked order, right? You get it right or you get it wrong.
That's right. Yeah, there's no partial credit. It's all or nothing. It's all or
Okay,
nothing.
let's go,
So
let's go.
Let's find out, EB, what the topic is for question number 9. Original Six Flags parks.
I feel really good about this.
Original Six Flags parks, not the new Cedar Fair add-ons. We're talking about the original Six Flags parks. You've got
this
15
is
more
gonna kill
seconds
me.
here, and then you will see the
I should have
4
bet
answers
nothing.
that you have to move into order.
I have buyer's remorse.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here, EB. Bringing it down. People are voting right now. And here is the question. Place these parks in order of their opening dates from earliest to latest. And here they are. Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags New England, Six Flags Great Adventure, and Six Flags Over Texas. Putting them in order from the earliest that they open to the latest. You have to think about these. Some of these are newer parks. Some of these are original old parks. But what was the first one that opened? What was the last one that opened? And
Make
what are
sure
the
you
ones in
click
between?
submit answer. Don't forget to click submit answer.
That's right. Yeah, because you don't get credit for this unless you do that. Time is up.
Oh,
Now, what we are
man.
going to do right now is we are going to see the most popular answer that all 65 people who are playing right now voted.
Put these
So let's
4
go ahead.
in order.
This is the most popular answer. Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags Great Adventure, Six Flags New England. That is the top voted one.
This is the answer I gave.
That is. All right, so
And I
now
bet
we
a
will
lot.
find out. Oh, you bet a lot? All right, let's go ahead and find out what was the correct answer.
Oh no!
Six Flags New England,
What?
Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags Great Adventure. I think Six Flags New England technically opened way before it was a Six Flags park.
Before it was a Six Flags park. This is
So
a
you're
trick
talking
question.
about, so it was actually a park that was open long ago. So it had a long history. So that was it. So let's go ahead and
This is
see
a trick
what the
question.
rankings are here. Batman Backwards Namtab is up there at 3370.
I
He
dispute this
wagered a lot. He got 1685. Coaster 101 Andrew at 2878 and Evan at 2473.
I don't like that question. I take it to the judges for a ruling. Mike, what do you say?
I think that's what it was. I mean,
It's a solid question. The judges have
Yeah,
ruled.
it's a solid question. Yeah,
It's
there
a
you go.
fair
There you
question.
go. How
Fair
many points
question.
do you have left? Did you spend them
I
all, or
have
do you have some?
60 points left.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. It's going to be between the guys at the top. But let's see. We see 1, 2, and 3. But look, Skadizzle still has 2153 in 4th place. Matt C has 2070. So we could see some changes here up at the top.
Everybody bet everything. I will bet nothing.
You win with 60 points. Yeah.
Problem solved.
There you go. All right, let's find out what the category is for
You're
our
telling
final
me there's a
question
chance.
here at the Ultimate. It is Real Design Contest winners.
Well, I know this. I should have
There you
saved
go.
my points.
So 20 seconds left as you think back to the Real Design Contest at Coaster Radio and the
Bet it all.
winners of the 4 times we did that.
Yeah,
Do you
4
remember
real
them?
design
Do you
contests.
Yeah, do you remember them at all? That's the question. So, time ticking down here with 5 seconds left.
Bet it all.
Of course, the Real Design Contest here at Coaster Radio, something we've done many times over the last 20 years, where we ask people to create theme park designs based on popular movies. And we've had some fantastic ideas over the time, but what is the question? What are we asking people? We are saying put these Real Design Contest winners in order from earliest to latest.
We've done the game 4 times. There's been
Yep.
4 winners. I think it's this.
Yeah,
and
the
then
good, the bad,
this.
the ugly, the Up Adventure, Mirror Mask, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. So Which one won first, second, third, and finally, the last time we did it a few years ago?
I feel like I should know this, obviously. I was a part of all 4 of these.
That's right.
Oh, man, but I'm remembering that Good and the Bad and the Ugly. That was an awesome one.
That was an awesome one. I do
the
remember
3
that
racing
too.
roller coasters.
Yeah.
And it was so well done with matching the themes of the movie and the way the movie played out in roller coaster form. I just thought it was so brilliant the way it was designed.
So good. Yeah. And using no limits to create that. I remember that too, and it impressed the judges. Let's go ahead and see what the top voted answer was. It was Mirror Mask, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Up Adventure, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I think I flipped them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see what the correct answer? Mm-hmm. This is where we'll find out the winner. The correct answer was Mirror Mask.
I got
The
it.
Up Adventure, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Only 12% got it right.
Yeah, 12%.
I should have saved my points for this.
Oh, this is where I think we're going to see some huge changes in the leaderboard. But let's go ahead, EB, right now and see who our top 3 finalists are and who won the ultimate. Let's do it. Here we go, EB. Let's find out who the winners are. In third place, EB, Matt C. with 2,070 points. In second place, we have John Stacy with 2,746 points. And our winner of round 4 is Coaster 101, Andrew, with 2,878 points.
Long-time listener, long-time friend of the podcast, Andrew. Congratulations. You have won round 4 of the Ultimates.
Yeah, there we go, with 2,878 points. It was close, though. John was right behind him with 2,746 points. So this was a good round, man. A lot of people playing tonight. A lot of people getting points. And one more chance, EB. We've got our 4 finalists here. So Andrew, the winner of round 4. Ryan from Vegas, the winner of round 3. Dale from Dayton, the winner of round 2. And Tom from Louisville, the winner of round 1. So one more spot, and we will be playing that game in November. November will be the last time people will have a chance to join the round of 5.
The qualifier.
And, it should be great. So we love playing the ultimate, man. Here we're trying to find the ultimate fan of theme parks and the ultimate fan of this podcast.
Do you have what it takes to be the ultimate?
Yeah, man, the game shows are hard to set up, but I love playing them, especially when we do it live and there's a live audience interacting with it. Man, it's so much fun. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, like we said before, you got to be on the email list to get the heads up. You got to follow us on social media to know when it's coming. Mike said it's going to be in November, the final round of the qualifiers for the ultimate. But to know exactly when it's happening, follow us at Coaster Radio. Find the email list at coasterradio.com. Sign up. You get that extra clue, get that bonus. It's going to come in handy. I promise you, it came in handy for me this week.
There you go.
What good it did me, though.
That's all right. They're hard. The questions are hard. The questions are hard, so I think you need a little bit of luck. Like, I know when I used to play that Buzz Time trivia, anytime that I would win, it would be with a little bit of luck of some questions I didn't know and just hitting the right answer right away by accident.
Yep.
So I think this game is knowledge, but also luck. For sure.
You got to have some speed to it. That's absolutely correct. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Coaster Radio. Remember, we do have the meetup. It's coming Sunday, February 22nd in Orlando. Details to come, but mark it on your calendar. Get ready now. And everybody at patreon.com/Coaster Radio. Thanks for supporting the show.
Yes, and thanks to everybody who joined us in playing on the Ultimate. I think we set a record tonight of people who were playing, so that's so great. It's so great. The reason EB and I love doing the show and keep doing the show is because the audience is so great and so much fun and so supportive and just great people to meet and hang out with. So that's why I'm excited to get back to the meetups, man. That's going to be fun to see everybody out there at the parks once again. It's fun, like when you and I go to the parks and you just happen to run into somebody who listens to the show. Like that happens every now and then, and that's cool. But we appreciate hearing from you guys and being a part of the show week after week, whether it's being a contestant on the Ultimate or sending in a live trip report. We appreciate it all. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Give back to the show more than just your ears. If you'd like, patreon.com/Coaster Radio. You throw in a couple of bucks. You get access to the Discord. You get access to some behind the scenes stuff. You get access to the Snail Mail Club, the Birthday Club. There's different perks and bonus content at every level. At the $20 level, we say thanks to you on the show. Thanks to Alex Payne. Thank you, Brian Wackler, Chris Rankin. Thank you, Cincinnati Nick, the sweatshirt guy, our friends at Club Z, the two bearded coaster Chris's. Thank you, CM Venom. Thanks, Colton Toms, Dino Grace, John Brody. Thanks, John Brown. Thanks, Josh Combs. Thanks, Justin Padilla.
Yes, thanks, Karen and Lee Howren. Thanks, Kevin Wilson. Thanks, Kyle Kiefer. Thanks so much to our friends at Made to Thrill. Thanks, Matt Walker. Thanks, Michael Foucault. Thanks, Nick from Paris. Thanks, Paulo de los Reyes. Thanks, Rich Barber. Thanks, Rick Burnley. Thank you so much to Shane Mankiewicz. Thanks to Tom from Louisville. And of course, thanks to Zachary Carpenter.
I love that. Thanks, everybody. Go to patreon.com/Coaster Radio. We'll thank you on next week's episode. Pledge your support. We really, really do appreciate it. It helps me and Mike get out to the parks so that we can learn trivia so that we can beat you in our own games. It's very important.
Exactly.
Let's say thanks also to our friend Kyle Lindner at Lindner Design Company, specializing in branding, illustration, and small batch custom apparel. You can find them on Instagram at Lindner Design. So thank you, Kyle. Also,
yes. Now,
Mike, you mentioned going to the parks. Do we want to talk about going to the parks next week?
Yeah. Well, so next week though, because you might have noticed, everybody, that in the first drop and the quick hits, we didn't talk about the Golden Ticket Awards. So next week we're going to talk we're going to have a special show all about the winners of the Golden Ticket Awards. EB and I are going to break down every category. We're going to go through the top 50 lists of steel and wood roller coasters. That's going to be a lot of fun. But then after that, we're going to do something I think we have not done in the history of our show before, EB, because we've done shows where like one of us is at the park and where both of us are at the same park. But I don't think we've ever done a show where we are both at different parks on different sides of the country. And we are going to attempt that. Yeah,
nobody's in the studio.
Yeah, nobody's in the studio. Although we have a plan.
Yes, we do.
And I don't know if you want to just surprise everybody with it.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're just going to say we're both going to be in the parks. How can we pull the show off if we're both in the parks? I don't know. I'm going to be at Universal Studios Hollywood, Halloween Horror Nights. That's actually going to be this weekend. So on the 12th and 13th, if you want to find me at Universal Hollywood. Mike, when are you going to be at the parks? I mean, this is all Time Machine, amazing magic stuff that's going to be happening that we're going to do at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to be down at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg on the 12th.
All right, look us up.
Yeah, so I'll down there checking out Howl-O-Scream. So in a Time Machine way, then EB and I will be on the show together at two different parks. But the mystery is, who's going to be in the studio running things? How is it going to work? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not sure how that's going to work at all. Who's going to mix the show and put it together? Somebody's going to do it. And you will have to find out.
Something will have to happen. Yeah, this
is good.
I like this post-credits teaser that only the select few loyal listeners get to hear. Wonderful, wonderful.
We know, like, the people who don't really care that much, they just sign off as soon as we start talking Patreon. But you hang around, you get some interesting tidbits about the show, man. In fact, if you're listening right now, you're true blue, man. You're a true blue Coaster Radio listener. So we appreciate that.
This might be a trivia question in the Ultimate Season 30.
Oh, sure, that's right. Yeah,
good job.
There might be something here that will come up 30 years from now that you need to know. So
that's why I listen to the show for the next game show.
Exactly.
Right,
guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week as we talk golden tickets here at Coaster Radio.
You've been listening to Coaster Radio, the original theme park podcast. To learn more about the show and hear hundreds of episodes from the archives, visit our website at coasterradio.com. This is your announcer, Neil Patrick Harris. Thanks for listening. Peace out, suckers. Coaster Radio is a production of Lift Hill Media, LLC. Audio and video from this program may not be broadcast, edited, or reproduced without our express written permission. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved. This was all done in one breath.